Good morning. Good morning. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Dave's Shop. I'm Dave, and this is Morning Coffee Talk Live. And woohoo, we made it to Friday. Just thought I've been so busy this week. It just seems to have flown by. Sorry, bear with me. Got a little technical issue here. There we go. Took a little longer than I thought it was going to, but made it through. I think we're up and running. Mike's sounds good. Waiting for everybody to grab a cup of coffee and get things going this morning. It's going to be a busy Friday. If you missed yesterday and the drawing, want to let you know Kelly Rosenthal won the wireless headset, and it is on the way to her as we speak. Harassing, good morning. BA, Cole just joined. Good morning, everybody. Hey, Kim, morning. Just letting everybody get gathered up before we start trivia. And we're going to go through a couple things before we start. Chris just joined. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Got up really early this morning so I could sing happy birthday to my youngest granddaughter. She turns 18 today. Whew. Kim, can you even remember what it was like to be 18? I'm glad my granddaughters have or chose a different path from when I was 18. I got married when I was 18. And I don't regret it because obviously I'm still married to the same woman. I was born old. That's what my wife tells me too, Chris. She said she was not as she was wild. I don't know. Maybe that's what maybe that's what attracted me to her. I'm not sure. It's crazy. But anyway, my granddaughter's turned 18 today, and I've told her last night, I said, I'm going to come in, and she gets up early, like me. And so I told her I was going to run in there, wake her up. Hey, Wanderer, how you doing, buddy? Nancy J joined. John, Australia, morning. It's great. Yeah, I had a couple people email me yesterday. I guess they missed the live yesterday in the drawing. They wanted to know who won. So, yep, Kelly Rosenthal won. But, it's really funny, too, because, if you don't enter, if you don't send me an email and you don't tell me you want to participate, you're definitely not ever going to win. It's kind of like, what's the old saying? If you don't buy a lottery ticket, you surely won't ever win the lotto. Well, this, you don't even have to buy anything. These are all free. Just send me an email to daveshop2@gmail.com and let me know if you want to enter our next live. Giveaway. And speaking of giveaways, here we go. Super Clean is sponsoring a giveaway. Wrong bottle. I'm going to show you all of them. It won't matter. So Super Clean, I've been talking about it for a few weeks. It's the degreaser that I use in the shop, around the house, in the bathroom. They reached out to me, I don't know, a couple years ago, and I'd never heard of them. And so they sent me a bottle, and I did a YouTube video on it, and for cleaning my barbecue pit. And man, that thing did such a great job. And, it was just, I figured it was just going to be a tit for that. They send me a bottle, I do a video for them, and then I would never hear from them again. And they have continually kept up with watching my videos and doing some other stuff and presented different things. And so just recently they asked if I would like to do a giveaway, which I was tickled to death to do a giveaway for Super Clean, mainly because they're a U.S. company. They've treated me really well. I really would, and I just wanted to get through the giveaway first before I asked them if they would consider sponsoring the show, because I've tried to, like, of course they want you to do a video. A lot of vendors are like, hey, we'll send you a product, you do a video, and you just trade service for service. But this time I said I didn't want to do a video. I wanted to use it as an item to show on my live. So I've been doing that, and they agreed to a giveaway. And so we're doing a giveaway. We started taking entries yesterday. You have to be 18 years old. You have to live in the United States, and you have to send me an email to daveshop2@gmail.com. And in the subject line, type in super clean. That's super easy, right? Super clean, super easy. Hey, if you win this, like I said, we're going to take entries starting today all the way through next week into the following week, up till Wednesday, which, let me tell you what the cutoff date's going to be. Super clean giveaway. Today is the 27th, so we'll take it all through next week. The deadline's going to be March the 11th at 12 noon. That'll be the deadline to get your entry in for the Super Clean giveaway. Okay. And, yeah. So make sure you send me an email. I'd like to have 50 entries. That would be great. But the way this one will work, I personally won't ship the items to you. They will be shipped directly to you from Super Clean. So whoever wins, I'll get your address and information, send it on to Super Clean, and they will send you your Super Clean. Super Clean's out there. They are out of Minnesota. They're a US based company, and they create American jobs. So if you want to support the American, this is the product that you want to get behind. Super nice people. I've only talked to them a few times via email and once on the phone, and they are super outstanding people. So jump in on that. Let's see here. I might do something different today. I was thinking about this. I know y'all all like to play trivia. And so today, here's what I thought we would do. Everybody that stays the whole game, you got to stay through the whole game, and whoever wins trivia today, I'm going to ship them this stud finder, and this stud finder does not only finds wooden studs, but metal studs. Also does electrical wiring. So it's pretty handy. And it's super nice. I actually tested it and did a review on it. And I was just thinking, I thought, boy, that's what we ought to do. I was going to use it as a giveaway, and it's still going to be a giveaway. But today it's going to be who wins trivia will get this. So if you win, if I tell you you're the winner of trivia, make sure that you don't just disconnect before I get your info, because I'll need your info to ship it to you. Okay, so this is what we're playing for today in trivia. Something different. Okay, and again, you have to be 18. You have to live in the United States. No purchase necessary. You just have to be a smart cookie and see if you can win trivia today. This one's going to be fun. Oh, man. Let's see how we get started. So let me just go through all the basic stuff. If you're new here, one, let me know where you're from and the temp. I'm in Central Texas. It's 55 degrees here currently, and it's going to be in the mid 80s today. I believe Texas, this part of Texas, wintertime is done. We'll be doing the time change next week, and so we're moving towards spring, which Texas really doesn't have much spring. It's usually just hot. So we're going to do that. Secondly, the one free thing, or some of the free things that you get to do on this channel, is you get to like, share, follow, subscribe, hit the little hearts, send emojis. If you're on YouTube, super chats, those are always fun. And if you're on TikTok, they know, just, the little heart me emojis, whatever. Anyway, so this is what we're going to do. We're playing sort of America, Mr. Timu. Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh, one last thing. And I was going to hold this off until Morning God was on, but now he's on. So I picked up this. You can see, let's see. Let me see which way I need to turn it. Oh, wrong way. This battery trickle charger. Have y'all ever seen one of these? And the reason, and this particular brand got a real high rating. It's called the Battery Tender Plus. And what it does is so on my riding mower, except for in the peak of summer when I'm using it weekly, the batteries the batteries just, they don't stay charged, and especially in the wintertime. And you can put one of those Battery Tender Plus on your battery for like your motorcycle or riding mower, and keep it hooked up, and it keeps your battery charged but not overcharged, because once it gets to the maximum, it shuts itself off. So it's real safe to use. Anyway, I picked up one of those for my riding lawnmower, because and now Mowing God probably knows, batteries for these non-commercial riding mowers, and maybe even the commercial ones, but I have a Cub Cadet, and it's the 30-inch, and it's one of the smaller ones, and it's just so that it'll go through gates and stuff. But it's turned out to be a really good riding mower, but the battery died, and I've had it a couple years, and I was shocked, because I'm used to being able to buy one of those little 12-volt batteries, maybe $25-30. Nope, one of those batteries are $85. Hell, I can remember when you could buy a vehicle battery for $85. Can't do it now, but you used to could. $85, and it's a little 12-volt. So yeah, so I bought one of those for hooking up to that. And so, like, if you have a motorcycle or something like that, and you run into that same thing, that's supposedly that's supposed to be one of the best ones on the market anyway. California, 59 degrees. Marcella, hey, how you doing? Good Ponder, all the way from India. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. Gotta love Marty Robbins. Rural King has some Rural King has some $80 batteries. Rotlick. Okay. Yeah, I've been looking. I think around here there's a company called Batteries Plus, and I think they probably have the best deal I've found. Home Depot and other ones have them, but not necessarily. They might not have them in stock in the store, and their price is kind of high. Large generic car batteries. Yeah, right. Never say winter is over till mesquite trees bud out. Well, that's true. I hadn't really paid any. Now, the Texas Panhandle, a lot of times when Central Texas is getting warm weather, that's the one thing I can say about West Texas. If you like winter, the Texas Panhandle usually gets more of a winter than the rest of Texas does. Excuse me. Hang on a second. I thought I was going to sneeze. Maybe not. 47 here. Okay, so it's about 8 degrees. Senior growing international. Y'all are so funny. Okay. 16 people, 17 people on the live on YouTube. Y'all are kicking it. Anyway, okay, so don't forget, like, share, follow, subscribe. Send me a heart emoji over here on TikTok so you can get added to the fan club. All of the YouTubers, man, that group of YouTubers, y'all are really growing, and y'all just been killing it this week. So let's finish off Friday strong with like, share, and subscribe, and follow, subscribe. I get those two mixed up. Follow and subscribe. So do both. You know where the buttons are. Do that. Send your little emojis. Click the little hearts. All of that stuff helps the live. Okay, so here we go. We are starting off trivia. Here we go. First question. And it's the first person to answer wins that question, okay? All right, so here we go. First question is, which artist has the most Grammy wins of all time? Which artist has the most Grammy wins of all time? Dang, y'all asleep this morning. Good morning, AT84. Hey, how you doing? No. No. Tennessee Mom, good morning. Thank you for joining us this morning. We're playing trivia. Kenny Rogers, no. Kenny Rogers is not the answer. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Elvis Presley, well, that's a good guess, but that ain't the person either. Sargento777, thank you for joining. Cody for joining. Come on, my TikTokers. Oh, winner, chicken dinner. Brian Wallace got it correct. First answer, it is Beyonce. So, Brian W gets one. All right. See, there you go. Y'all are getting it. You said everybody's getting it. All right. Here we go. Second question. What is the most streamed song on Spotify as of early 2026? What is the most streamed song on Spotify as early as 2026? Don't nobody be using Google. We need to see what kind of a smart cookie you are without doing that. I need to have like a ticker, a king doctor, so time's up. No, it's not. I'm just kidding. Blinding Lights. Holy moly, we have a correct answer. Cody over here on TikTok. Let me write your name down, Cody. I'm just going to put Cody. Blinding Lights, number one. And what did I do with that? Oh, mercy. I'm losing my, it's right here in front of me. I'm going to have to keep reminding people during the live just in case people pop in and didn't know. The winner of today's trivia is getting this stud finder. Not me, this. No cost to you. You have to live in the United States and you have to be at least 18 years old and you have to be able to share your email address with your name, and you have to stay through the whole live. You can't leave because I don't have any of your information. If you win and you leave 30 minutes before the live's over, then I won't have the information to get it to you. So don't do that. So if you're really interested in Smart Cookie and you win the live today, boom, boom. All right, so here we go. What was it? Wrong category for me, Bad Bunny. Eddie says Bad Bunny. Nope. Not Bad Bunny. Okay, so here we go. Third question. In The Office, what is the name of the company Michael Scott starts after Dunder Mifflin? After leaving Dunder Mifflin. In The Office, what is the name of the company Michael Scott starts after leaving Dunder Mifflin? Try to listen. I tried to make the questions a little more difficult. Holy moly. Correct answer goes to Cody. Cody, listen to me. I think I've been drinking this morning. It is the Michael Scott Paper Company. Cody gets a mark. Okay. Here we go. Next question, number 4. Which movie won the Oscar for Best Picture in 2024? Westbound and Down. Good morning. Thank you for joining. Cody says you stumped him on that one. What is the Joe Namath story? Nope. That ain't it. Keep going. I'll read it to you again. Which movie won the Oscar for Best Picture in 2024? Fast and Furious. That's a good movie, but that wasn't it. Jason Bender, thank you for joining us over here on YouTube. Appreciate you. Cool Hand Luke. Yeah, that was a cool movie too. I like that. Oh. Okay. We do have the correct answer from Cody again. It is Oppenheimer. Now, Cody, don't be Googling. Nobody be Googling. That ain't fair. If you're doing that, don't do it. I can't watch you. I just have to depend that you're honest. Cody's on a roll. Yeah, he is. Oh, okay. Thank you everybody for joining. Come on. Yeah, look, here we go. Everybody join, share the live, do all that fun stuff. Here we go. Let's see. We are on question number 5. What's the only food that doesn't spoil? What's the only food that does not spoil? Let's see. Beep. Okay, we have a correct answer. Cow cop. So, cow cop. The answer is honey. The answer is honey. And cow cop was the first one to pop that one in. Okay. Other people did get the answer correct. They just weren't the first person. Sorry. So let's go for the next question. And now this is a easy one. So this is going to depend on how quick you type. Are you ready? Which planet is known as the red planet? Which planet is known as the red planet? Oh, Ed jumps in. Ed is the winner on that one. It is Mars. Ed was the first person to respond. Okay. Now it's getting hot. Oh, okay. Here we go. Next question. How many hearts does an octopus have? How many hearts does an octopus have? Close, but no cigar. Oh, so here we go. Gavin Hansen has the first correct answer. Okay. Gavin Hansen. Gavin Hansen got that one first. It is 3. All right. Here we go. This is, like I said, I like this trivia. It gets heated up pretty quick. Hey, just a reminder, trivia today. We are playing for this little stud finder here. No purchase necessary. You have to be 18 years old and live in the United States. And you have to win trivia. So let's see. All right, here we go. What was the first feature-length animated movie ever released? What was the first feature-length animated movie ever released? Oh, stop. Winner, chicken dinner. Chris got that answer correct. It is Snow White. All right. So I think what we need to do so everybody starts at the same time is let me finish reading the question the second time before you answer. So that way we're all on the same thing and everybody has this equally fair chance. So here we go. This is an easy one too. I'm going to read this one because it's so easy. I'm only going to read it one time. So as soon as I finish reading it, boom, put your answer in. You ready? Who's the king of pop? Who is the king of pop? Come on, people. I know there's a smart cookie out there somewhere. Thank you for the hearts on YouTube. Here we go. Wait a minute. Wait. Somebody, let me just see who answered. It was somebody on. Yep, hang on. Matt Shaughnessy got that answer first. Matt, y'all are working me today. You are correct. It is Michael Jackson. Okay. I tell you what, it was close. It was when the answers start coming in, it's like boom, 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 boom. Okay, so here we go. Here's the next question. What is the capital city? And don't answer this until I've read it the second time. What is the capital city of Australia? So here's the second time. What is the capital city of Australia? Go. Oh, no. No. Oh, stop. Matt Shaughnessy got it first again. It's Canberra. Canberra. Look at that little smart cookie. He jumped in here and he kicking it already. Got 2. All right. Will 710. Hey, how's it going? Minor Daddy. Hey, how's it going? Don't forget, we're playing trivia and we're playing for this little stud finder today. Got to be 18 to win, and you have to win trivia. Something different I thought might be fun. Okay, Joe. Okay, here's the next question. What character in Friends was famous for the line? And don't put your answer until I've read this twice. How you doing? Which character in Friends was famous for the line, how you doing? Go. Yep. That is correct. Chris Calcop got the answer first. It is Joey. All right. So this is a little history question. Don't put your answer until I've read it twice. Here's the next question. What is the smallest country in the world? What is the smallest country in the world? Go. Beep. Answer's correct. Chris got it. It's Vatican City. Vatican City. Chris is on a roll. 2 in a row there. How about that? A lot of good guesses, though. Texas is ruled by Saturn. Texas is a good. Texas is a good. Okay. So just so everybody know, I want to let you know that Ed actually cracked a joke last night during Bible study. If you didn't join us last night for Bible study, you missed out because Ed was definitely in rare form, and it was very interesting. Great job, Ed. Thank you for continuing to do our Bible study on Thursday nights at 6:30 Central Standard Time. But he did pop in a little joke about that. We've been talking about politics quite a bit this past week, and we have. But anyway, it was just funny the way he presented it, because somebody I think asked him what we did on our live in the morning, and he made that comment. We talk about world politics every day, and we did talk a lot of politics last week. So I thought today we would do something different. I like playing trivia, but I think people get tired of it sometimes. So you never know. Look at here. So I think everybody's got Friday-itis already. There we go. I want to see those people joining the live. Here we go. All right. Next question is and let me read it twice. Which legendary singer is known as the Queen of Soul? Which legendary singer is known as the Queen of Soul? Go. Griffin joined. Hey, whoa, there we go. Ed answered the question first. It is Aretha Franklin. There we go. All right. Here we go. Next question. Let me read it twice before you answer. What is the most common eye color in the world? What is the most common eye color in the world? Go. Oh, there you go. Answer correct. Chris got that one too. It is brown. Brown is the most common eye color. Come on, my YouTubers. Blue. I like blue too. You know, I have blue eyes, and my wife really likes brown eyes. I don't know why she married me, because I don't have brown eyes. But brown is the most common, not blue. I would have thought it had been blue too. Okay, next question. Let me read it twice. The reason I ask you let me read it twice is so then I can read it, and then I can come over here, and I'm watching 2 screens, and I want to make sure that I get the first person that has the answer correct. So here's the next question. Which fashion designer is known for the little black dress? Which fashion designer is known for the little black dress? Go. Oh, man. Oh, that's too funny. Oh, that was Chris. Okay, we have a winner chicken dinner on that one. It is Kelly Rosenthal jumped in and answered that one first. It is Chanel. She got that correct. Okay. What is it? Matt Johnson says Walmart. Somebody else said Target on YouTube. That's pretty funny. I wouldn't have known that one. I'm not a designer. I like little black dresses, but yeah, not to wear on the ladies though. That they can look pretty nice. Okay, here we go. This is probably an easy one, but let me read it twice so that I can be focused. So I can be focused on the watching the screen. So we're going to read it twice, and I'll let you know when you can answer it. Here we go. In the movie Jaws, what's the name of the boat? In the movie Jaws, what's the name of the boat? Go. Chris got it. It's the Orca. The Orca. Too small. Yeah. Too small would have been a really good name for that boat. You're right, my God. Tennessee Mom, the Oscar. Okay. Orca. I'm sorry. I read that wrong. Tennessee Mom, you did say Orca. Okay. All right. Here we go. Here's a kind of a science question. Let me read it twice. What is the rarest blood type? What is the rarest blood type? Go. Oh, stop. The Kimberly got the answer right. It's AB negative. Kim got that one. All right. Here's the next question. And this is a super easy one, but let me read it twice and then I'll tell you go. Okay, who wrote the Harry Potter series? Who wrote the Harry Potter series? Go. Stop. Got a correct answer. It is J.K. Rowling. Let me... JJIJ, can you give me a first name so it makes it a little easier for me to keep up with your correct answer? Just put it in the comments, just a first name, because I can barely read your handle. Jay, okay. Thank you, Jay. Jay got that answer right first. All right, there we go. We're rocking right along. Yeah, Chris got it right too. But Jay was just faster. Okay, here we go. This is a super easy one, so I'm going to read it one time. You ready? This is a super easy question and answer, so one time. Which city is known as the Big Apple? Yep, Chris got it right first. It is New York. New York. Okay. That was the easy ones I'm only going to read once and then say go, and the harder ones I'll read twice. Okay, so this is the last question in the first group of questions, and I'm going to read this one twice. So here we go. What is the name of the kingdom in Frozen? What is the name of the kingdom in Frozen? Go. K. Witt joined on TikTok. Thank you. Ruled by Saturn says he ain't got a clue. Follow Watts Unplugged. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Stop. Did I see the right answer? Yep, right there. Matt Shaughnessy gets the answer first. It's Arendelle. Good job, Matt. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, follow, hit the little heart thing. Super chats are available for everyone on YouTube. And, you know, I want you to know, everybody on YouTube, I want you to know up front, I really struggle with, I mean, so I don't know if you know or not, but I've been going through a YouTube, I was invited to participate in a YouTube boot camp. And the boot camp is, I thought it was just about, you know, creating content, but what it ended up being about was going live and vertically. Okay. And so that's what it's kind of all been about. And there's been some really good training, but I want to tell you, so the people with YouTube, phenomenal, super nice people. The group that's, you know, doing this is out of LA, but they've been really, really super good hosts. We only have one class left, and that's next week. But I want to tell you, I have learned, not that I didn't learn anything from the YouTube staff, because we've learned some stuff from them too. And mainly what we've learned from them is features. But I want to tell you, the people that are in that class that participate, other creators, I have learned more from other creators than anyone. And it is amazing to me that as many people are out there creating content right now, that there's still tons of people who share their successes, their struggles. They're willing to help you. They don't know me from Adam, and they're like, hey man, let me show you how to do that. This will help you out. And, you know, one of the things that I really struggle with going live is especially for, and this is specifically to YouTube, because YouTube has super chats and memberships. And I don't have memberships turned on yet. I'm still working on that. But this week, I talked to 3 different people, and I asked the same questions, like, you know, super chats. How do you, you know, I just don't always feel comfortable talking about that. And you know, they made some different comments about it. And so what they told me is, you know, a lot of them, they're like, oh yeah, we do this all the time. Yeah, it's not a big deal. People love super chats. I don't know if you do or not. If you don't know what a super chat is, it's where, I don't know if you have to buy them, or, you know, it's kind of like the little emojis, but you can actually donate to support the live. And, you know, I think it starts at like $1.99, and, you know, it's just a one-time super chat. And different people do. And I've gotten a few super chats. But one of the things the lady told me, she goes, is there anything that you're trying to do for the lives? And I was like, well, yeah, as a matter of fact, I am. I'm having to move my office again because it's going to be super hot. And I was talking about putting air conditioning in the garage, and it was going to be a mini split. And it was going to be about $8,000 to do that. So that's kind of out of my realm. So I'm revamping. I'm actually going to move to my shop out behind my home, and I'm going to turn part of it into my office, and mainly just because the cost of it's a lot less. However, it's still going to cost probably $1,000 to get, you know, stuff retrofitted and a AC unit in there. And I'm not going to put in a mini split. I'm going to just put in a window unit. But hopefully that'll be the last time I have to move my office, because it's a real hassle. So super chats, anything like that, that all helps. if you want to help support the channel. And or if you watch any of the videos and you see any of the items tagged, and it's something that you're looking for anyway, maybe hit that tag. I get a small commission there too, because I am an affiliate on YouTube. Anyway, just wanted to let you know, if you hear me talk about that, that's what that's about. Okay. Moving on. Lord Scone joined. Hey, Lloyd. Hey, Lord, we are playing trivia, and the winner today gets a stud finder. How about that? You have to be 18 and live in the United States, but it doesn't cost anything except for your brain power. So whoever wins. So jump in here. Here's the next question. We've gone through the first 20. We're going into a segment called food and lifestyle. Food and lifestyle. So here's the next question. Let me read it twice. I'll say go when you can answer. Which fruit is known as the king of fruits and has a notorious smell? Which fruit is known as the king of fruits and has a notorious smell? Go. And we have an answer. Boom. Hang on. It is Duran, and let me get your G. Where did he go? I don't want to go past GEKYULEM. Okay. There you go, Bruce White. Thanks for joining. Sorry. That's actually. Mangoes, no. Okay, Duran. Yeah, you got it right too. But Geck got it first. Ulam got it first. Okay, so here's the next question. Let me read it twice. Well, I tell you, this one I'm going to read once because I think the answer is super easy. So I'm going to read the question and then I'm going to say go. You ready? Here's the question. What is the main ingredient in hummus? What's the main ingredient in hummus? Go. Boom. Chris Calcop has got it correct. It is chickpeas. Joe also got it right. Some other people got it right. Kim said garbanzo beans, but Chris got the answer first. So here we go. Here's the next one now. This one I am going to read twice, and so wait for me to say go before you put your answer in. Which fast food chain has the most locations globally? Which fast food chain has the most locations globally? Go. Oh, answer, chicken dinner. We have a winner on that one. It is, hang on, the N9087. The N9087. It is Subway. Subway was the correct answer on that one. Okay, here we go. Mistress of the Universe gave me a follow. Thank you. Appreciate it. How's the Ring of Fire? Oh, it's so fun. I love doing these questions. And of course, the prize today kind of made it a little more interesting. I didn't know how much more fun that was going to be. All right, so here's the next question. Let me read it twice, and I'll tell you go when you can answer the question. And this is kind of a difficult one, so it's a little more of an answer than one word, okay? So here we go. I'm going to read it twice. Scoville units are used to measure what? Scoville, Scoville units are used to measure what? Go. We have an answer. The first fully correct answer wins, and that is J. Is that right? Let me see here. Sorry, I'm having to back up. Jay, your handle is the JJI1KZ, correct? I believe it is. Let me look back here. Yeah, Jay. Okay, Jay won that one. Some people had part of it right, just heat, but the answer was spiciness and heat of peppers. The spiciness and heat of peppers. That was a good one. I didn't know that. Okay, here we go. Speaking of spices, here's the next question. I'm going to read it twice, and then I'll say go for you to answer. What is the most expensive spice in the world by weight? What is the most expensive spice in the world by weight? Go. Stop. Got it. Ooh, Lord Scone. When was that? Well, several people got that answer right, but Lord Scone was the first one to pop in with it. Good job, Gertrude. Okay, here we go. Next question. I'm going to read it twice, and I'll tell you go when you can answer. Which cocktail consists of vodka, ginger beer, and lime juice? Which cocktail consists of vodka, ginger beer, and lime juice? Go. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner, Lord Scone. It is the Moscow Mule. Moscow Mule. Good job. All right. Okay. I'm going to read this one twice. Here's the next question. I don't know if I'd call these drinking questions or not. Okay. I like that because, you know, Ed says he likes trivia. He said, but these questions are kind of hard. Because Ed, so I'll let you know, Ed and Chris, dude, they're smart cookies. They answer a lot of questions quickly. So anyway, here we go. And I don't know if I call this a drinking question or not, but I'm going to read it twice, and then I'll let you know when you can give me the answer. And it has to be the full answer, okay? Not a partial. Partial answers are not going to count. What does IP stand for in IPA beer? What does IP stand for in IPA beer? Go. Ding, 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 ding. See, I know Ed's not a drinker, but boy, he was on that one. It is Indian Pale Ale. That is correct. Indian Pale. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. I didn't know this one. All right. I'm going to read it twice, and then when I say go, you can answer. It is a one-word answer, easy. And I don't know if the question's answer is easy, but here's the question. Which nut is used to make marzipan? Which nut is used to make marzipan? Go. Top. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. Okay, it is. Hang on, I got to write this down. Tiana Ruger 2663. It is the almond. T-A. Good job. Several people said walnut, cashews, coconut. No. Let's see if anybody else had the answer right. What the hell is marzipan? Eddie, I don't know what marzipan is. I think it's a drug, though. Hey, adopt me. No. Might have to do a live on that one. Yeah, for sure. Oh, I didn't know that. I brew my own beer? Huh. That's why he knew that answer. Ed brews his own beer. I've seen people that have done that brew their own beer, and it's quite a process. I've actually seen more moonshine stills than beer making. But there's a lot of, now it's gotten to be pretty popular. Rob, you just joined. Oh, jumped off there. Harbor Freight fan joined. Hey, man, how's it going? Thanks for the hearts. Home brewing. Ed's been brewing cold beer for 30 years. That's crazy. All right. So many Australian viewers. I know. It's crazy. I love it. Go Australia. Moonshine has more kick. Yeah, it sure does. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. We're going to move on. This is a real easy question, so I'm going to read it one time and say go. It's a single word answer. You ready? In which country did tea originate? Go. Ding, ding, ding. Ed gets the answer correct. It is China. China. Who? All right, so here's the next question. I'll read this one twice, and then I'll say go, and you can answer. What is the only fruit that has seeds on the outside? What is the only fruit that has seeds on the outside? Go. Ding, 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 ding. Hang on. Kim was the first one. No, there was one before them. Okay, hang on. Holy Hands. Holy Hands, can you put something in, put your first name in the comments, because it makes it easier than having to write 2 sentences to keep up with you. Can you just put your first name in the chat? Daniel. Okay, thank you, Daniel. Daniel got that answer right first. It is a strawberry. Okay. I'm probably going to butcher this one because I've never, what? All right. I'll do the best I can with this. What's this? Smart wife. Don't we all have smart wives? I want to tell you, my wife is so much, depends on what we're talking about. But just in general, my wife is a speed reader and has a memory like anybody. I mean, I can never argue anything with her because 99.999% of the time she's correct and I'm wrong. So I've learned to put wrong. Yes, I'm wrong. You're right. I'm incorrect. All of those are at the top of my vocabulary. But she has a fantastic memory and recall, especially for stuff that happened 30 years ago. I mean, she can give you detail. It's crazy. And I never win arguments that way either. So if you're married to someone like that, you know what it's like to have never won an argument. I have to go to work to win arguments. And now I don't do that. So the only way I can win an argument is go live. La, 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 la. Okay, here we go. What is the secret ingredient in a traditional Caesar salad dressing that gives it a salty kick? Let me read it again. What is the secret ingredient in a traditional Caesar salad dressing that gives it a salty kick? Go. Boom, Kim. Kim gets that one. It is anchovies. Kim. Yep. Dead on. Hey, Kay Allen, thank you for joining us this morning. Frank Party, 858 joined. Hey, man, Ronnie just joined. We're playing trivia today, and the winner gets a stud finder. How about that? Okay, here we go. It's 7:02, so we're going to have to jump around here. Oh, what's this? Okay, here we go. Next question. I'm going to read it twice. Which candy bar was named after its inventor's family horse? Which candy bar was named after the inventor's family horse? Go. Mr. Ed, no. 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 Yep, stop. We have a winner. Daniel. Is that right? No, that's not Daniel. Who was holy? Daniel is your, I'm sorry, I got several names here. And Holy Hands Contracting. Holy Hands Contracting, it's Daniel, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Just Daniel got that one correct. It's Snickers. I didn't know that. I'd never heard that before. Huh. How about that? Okay, I'm going to read this one time. The answer is one word, and so you better be fast. Stefan, what up? Thanks for joining us this morning. Tibby loves Theo. Jose has mowed 3 lawns already while you've been talking about Caesar dressing. That's good. I'm glad. That's funny. Thanks for, thanks, man. Hello, MAGA man. Yeah. Tibby. You must be new here, Tibby. I don't think I've seen your stuff, but yeah. Why aren't you working? Why are you on TikTok? I'll tell you why I'm not working, because after working for a company in technology for the last 16 years, they did a company reorg and they laid off a ton of us. And I happen to be one of them. So currently I am unemployed. And that's why I'm on TikTok. I'm giving it a full 6 months and see where I can take my social media. But thanks for asking. I appreciate that. Nothing like, stab somebody in the heart right off the bat. No, I'm just kidding with you. Serious. Okay, here we go. Next question. What are the 3 mother sauces of French cuisine? Holy crap. So I'm going to read it twice. It's multiple answers. You have to get them all to get it correct. What are the 3 mother sauces of French cuisine? Go. I bet there's nobody can answer that. Jay Cook just joined on TikTok. What up? Croissants. I like that. That's not the answer though. Okay. Let me see how we're going to do this. We're not going to give any points for this one because it's pretty hard, and I don't think anybody's going to get it exactly. Bailey, my girl. Morning, baby. How you doing? Tennessee mom. Wake me up. LOL. Bailey went to school with my oldest granddaughter down at Southwest Texas State. She is currently working on her degree. I think she's only got maybe one more year. I think she's going into law enforcement for sure. So yeah. Joe, you're really close. Let me just tell you what the answer is. It's bechamel, velour, espagnole here, tomato sauce or hollandaise sauce. So everybody got really that somewhat answered it, got close, but I'm just not going to give any points for that one because that one was probably too hard. Never to ask that dumb question again. Okay, I'm going to ask you better be able to type fast because this is a favorite fish to catch. Crappie is my favorite fish. Bailey, I'm doing great. Today is Caitlin's 18th birthday, so she was pretty excited this morning. At 4:30, when I popped in the room, turned on the light, and started to sing, na, 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 it's your birthday. And she didn't see the humor in it. I'm not sure why. Catfish is good. I do love catfish, fried catfish. Pony Express just joined. Hey, man, what's up? That's not a strong suit for me. Yeah, that was a hard question. And it could have had, some people answered part of it, but catfish is good. Trout, maybe, yeah. I'm not really crazy for any saltwater fish, mostly freshwater. And really, if you've never ate crappie is a super white, all white meat, and it does not have a fishy taste to it. And fried crappie, I could eat my weight in it. It's delicious. I do like catfish too, though. But so depending on who prepared the catfish, sometimes catfish can be a little fishy tasting. You love rainbow. Ed likes rainbow trout. Do you eat rainbow trout fried or grilled or baked? Or I'm not really crazy about any kind of seafood. I mean, I'll eat crawfish if they're already prepared. I don't like them right out of the shell, but I like crawfish etouffee, and I like shrimp, and that's probably the only two seafoods that I care about. Grilled over a campfire. That might be fun. I'd like to go fishing for trout. I've never fished for trout. I'd like to do that, I think. Choppy, never heard of it. Mud bugs, yep, that's what they call them. Largemouth bass. I love to go bass fishing, and yes, I will eat bass too. But crappie has a better flavor, a better taste, and overall, it's if you've never been crappie fishing and you like to go fishing, you got to go crappie fishing. You get into a school of crappie, and you can't catch them and get them off your line fast enough. I mean, you can catch a lot of them quickly. Okay, here it is. I'm going to read it one time. Quick answer. What's the color of a Granny Smith apple? Oh, Ed got that one first. It is green. That is correct. It is green. Ron Lawson, hey man, thanks for joining on TikTok. Appreciate it. Hey everybody over here on YouTube, thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget, hit all the buttons, like, share, subscribe. And if you're feeling really frisky, hit a super chat in there every now and then. Or just send me click on the little hearts. That always helps the live. Here we go. Oh, here's a good one. I'm going to read this one twice, but it's a one-word answer. Okay, here we go. What does it say? Green, but isn't bright green. Yeah, that's true. It is green, but not bright green. What is the name of the Japanese horseradish often served with sushi? What is the name of the Japanese horseradish often served with sushi? Go. Boom. We have an answer. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Jay got that one. It's wasabi. All right. Okay, so I'm going to read this one once because I think it's another super easy answer, but here we go. So get your fingers going. Which soft drink was the first to be consumed in space? Nope, we have a winner. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, Holly. Daniel got that one right. It's Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. Yeah, I like that. Oh, wait a minute. Where was that? Yeah, a lot of people got that answer right, but Daniel got it right first. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm going to read this one twice. Here we go. What kind of pastry is used to make, and I hope I'm not butchering this, baklava? What kind of pastry is used to make baklava? Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. Daniel, you on a run, buddy? Oh, Daniel. Where was I? Oh, right here. Here we go. Ask yourself, some 16 day and go hit. Ed is having to actually go to work. Ed, thanks. It's been fun. You were close, but you wouldn't have won, I don't think, unless we keep going a real long time. But we got about 15 minutes left. So 15 minutes, we're going to stop at 7:30, and I'll let everybody know who won the stud finder today. So here we go. Sports and competition. Here we go. Which athlete? I'm reading this one time because this is an easy one. Ed's telling everybody have a great and wonderful day. Ed, you have a great and wonderful weekend. Thank you for joining the live and your continued support. Ed has been my supporter from day one, and thanks. Okay, on to the next question. Which athlete has won the most Olympic medals? Which athletes won the most Olympic medals? Go. Ding, 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 ding. We have Jeff. Got the answer wrong. I thought, Jeff, you had it right, but you didn't. Let me see the person underneath you. Got it. Burnt filet mignon. I'm just going to put you down as burnt. U-R-N-T. Burnt filet mignon. Got the answer correct first. It was Michael Phelps. All right, here we go. Next question. I'm going to read this one twice. In soccer, how many players are on the field for one team at a time? So in soccer, how many players are on the field for one team at a time? Go. Ding, 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 ding. J. Jay got that answer correct. It is 11. Jay was the first one on that one. Okay, so I'm reading this one once too. You ready? Here we go. Which city hosted the 2024 Summer Olympics? Which city hosted the 2024 Summer Olympics? Really? Nobody watched the Olympics? Emil joined. Hey, man. Oh, here we go. We do have a winner. Burnt filet mignon got that answer correct. It is Paris. Tennessee bomb. 25-20 or 2-25-20. I don't know. 8. I like that. Thanks for joining this morning, everybody. Here we go to the next question. All right, this is a quick one. What is called a turkey in bowling? What is called a turkey in bowling? Yep, we have an answer. Daniel got that one correct. 3 strikes in a row. Daniel gets it. That was pretty funny. Foul. I like that one, a foul. There's always a jokester in every group. Don't y'all love it? I do. All right, here we go. Another sports question. Who is the all-time leading scorer in the NBA history? Who is the all-time leading scorer in NBA history? Go. Ding, 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 ding. We have a correct answer. It is LeBron James. Oh. All right, next sports question. Here we go. I'm going to read it twice and then tell you go. What is the diameter of a basketball hoop in inches? What is the diameter of a basketball hoop in inches? Go. Ding, 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 ding. Tennessee mom has spanked it. 18 inches is correct. Tennessee mom. Tennessee mom. Moms always know the answer. Don't y'all know that? Tennessee mom. Good job. All right. Okay, here we go. Here is the next question. In tennis, what does the word love mean? In tennis, what does the word love mean? Go. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. Jeff. Jeff got it. It means zero. Good job. 4 wins. Yeah, I don't keep up with tennis. I'm not a real tennis fan, so. Okay, so I'm going to read this twice. It is a football sports question, and it has, and you have to answer. Oh my gosh, Jay, you are so kind. Look at there. Hit that super chat. Woo! Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. More than you know. I'll put that directly towards AC for my new shop. So thanks. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so let's. Jay's the first super chat this week, and so yeah, man. I wonder if I can heart you back. Yeah, I did. There you go. I like that. I really like that, guys. And thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's somebody else I've got to go back and thank from yesterday's live too. And because the way YouTube does lives is they record the whole thing, and then it takes like 24 hours for them to turn it into a full long form video where you can edit. You can do some editing before they're done. But some of it is you can't do till after the 24 hours. Like I can't put any comments in or anything like that till they've completed it. But there's somebody from yesterday, and I didn't get to say thank you, and I want to, so I'm going to go back and pin a comment to them. And also, let's see what time it is, 7:24. Okay, so let's ask one more question. Now, we're going to ask this question. This is an NFL football question. And I want, and there's 2 answers. So you have to get both answers to get it correct, okay? So here we go. I'm going to read the question twice. Which NFL team has the most Super Bowl wins? Which NFL team has the most Super Bowl wins? Go. You got to get both answers. Can't just get one. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. 2287. It is correct. It's New England and Pittsburgh. They're tied for 6 each. I didn't know. I figured New England, but I didn't know Pittsburgh had 6. How about that? You would think the Chiefs would have been in there, but nope, they weren't. Okay. All right, so that's the end of trivia today. Oh my God, I've had such a blast. I mean, you guys on TikTok and YouTube, y'all are just killing it. Y'all are killing it. You're smart, you're funny. Yeah, I love the engagement. I mean, I can't tell you how much fun I have doing this. I continue to meet new people, and we have people on YouTube from all over the world that jump in. We have some on TikTok too. We have our regulars that come every day, day in and day out, and listen to me rant and rave and carry on, and they have shown lots of love and support. So I can't tell you, if it's your first time here, just so you know, what I'm trying to build is an audience. And I want you to feel like that we're just all met in a big coffee shop and we're sitting down and everybody's just talking about the day, current events, anything, sports, just like you're sitting around a big table having a conversation with your friends. And that's kind of what this is all about. There are a few things that I have to cover during the live because, unfortunately, we can't do these just for free. There's some equipment involved and other things that, we need to be able to support. So any support like that always helps. Thanks for the super chat, man. I was just floored by that. I really appreciate that. So today I got to start my AC fund, and I got the first super chat getting me closer to that goal. So thank you. Show us your pad you're writing on. Okay. I wrote everybody's names down. See. Okay, so let me see here. First place, let me eight. Cody had 3. Ed had 5. Sean had 3. Jay had 4. Daniel had 6. 2, 2, 1. Okay, so the winner today is a cow cop, Chris. He had 8. Second place was Daniel, who had 6. Ed had 5. And Jay had 4. And then there's some 1s and 2s in there. Man, so I'll reach out to Cow Cop and get his address and stuff so that I can send him this little stud finder. Thank you, everybody, for playing. And I want to tell you, so I started going live on TikTok because somebody told me, well, let me back up a little more. I started doing social media content back in 2019, and I started on YouTube and did a lot on YouTube. And it was growing, but it was slow because it was my side gig and I had a full-time job and a family to take care of. So everybody knows what that's about. And then TikTok came along and somebody said, man, check out TikTok. You could maybe, the YouTube views had kind of slowed. I mean, they were still going, but it was slow going. And maybe I was feeling a little burnout from doing long form videos. And, when you create long form videos, you could have tons of views, but you don't get the interaction like you get when you go live. You just don't. And you don't develop those kind of friendships, and there's just going live is totally different. That said, I started, how I started going live was, it was about 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm sitting in the recliner, and I'd read my daily devotional, and I thought, I keep hearing these people talk about going live, but I didn't want anybody to know that I was on TikTok, because it was back then, it was maybe a little controversial, and they're talking about getting rid of it, and you could get hacked and this, that, and the other, and And finally somebody convinced me, like, look, dude, it's safe. Hey, Jay, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Boom. Man, I tell you what, y'all keep that up. I'll have an air conditioner before summer's over. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it. Thank you for your contribution. I really appreciate it. It's dang, y'all keep it going, buddy. You dead on. Anyway, so I did that. I started. It was wee hours of the morning, and I thought, maybe I'll try going live, but I'm not going to tell anybody, and I don't want anybody to see it because they'll make fun of me because I don't really know what I'm doing. And I go live and I'm trying to think of what to talk about, and there's nobody on the live. And then one person pops in and I'm like, uh-oh, somebody just popped into the live, right? And the person it was Ed. Ed, our Lutheran minister on TikTok and longtime supporter. He's been supporting me since day one of going live because I went live on TikTok before I started doing it on YouTube. And so that's what started the process. And Ed has rarely, if any, ever missed a live. I mean, there's times where he's really busy because he's managing a church. He has a podcast. I mean, that guy's got more irons in the fire than anybody I ever seen. I don't know how he keeps up with it, but it started to go from there. And, I started to feel overwhelmed because bots were popping in, inappropriate stuff was happening. And I thought, OMG, what have I got myself into by going live? And Ed just very calmly is like, hey man, that's a bot. Don't worry about it. Do this. And he does. And he tells me what to do. And so I do. And so, he says, you got to stick to it. You'll be fine. So I do another day and Ed's there again and, different things. And after a week, I've done like 5 days in a row. I'm like, oh, but only about 15 or 20, not more than 30 minutes ever. And Ed's always there going, hey man, don't worry, do this, do that. And then other people start to pop in, like Casey, who is our cross-country truck driver, and he starts to show support. And then Chris, Cow Cop, he jumps in. And if you don't know, my father was a 40-year working in law enforcement, worked for the federal government. Cow Cop is a retired DPS officer and currently works for Southwest Cattle Association, which is a self-funded membership organization that's been around since the 1800s. And the only reason I knew about it is because when my father retired from the federal government, he considered going to work for them, but didn't want to move from East Texas to West Texas. So, that ended up not happening. But when Chris was telling me that he worked for him, I thought, I had a connection there. So that's how all that started. And then I started to ask, and of course, I asked my 2 teenage granddaughters, because they're constantly saying, one of their friends or somebody said, I think I saw your pawpaw on social media. And of course, can you imagine? They're like 18 and one's turning 18 today. At the time they were like 17 and 18. And can you imagine? They're like, what? Oh my God, don't tell me. What did he do? And so they, yes, Tennessee Mom, I am talking about Casey. He does live in Texas. Great guy. He's a hard worker. He's been going from East Coast to West Coast. He's on the road 4 weeks and comes home for 2 or 3 days. It's tough. I can't imagine having to do that job to make a living, but man, he's killing it. Hey Jay, if you got to go, I understand. Have a great day. Snapdragon, Dallas, Texas. I grew up in Rowlett and then moved here when I was a freshman. So I'm very familiar with the Dallas, Texas area. My mother lived in Mesquite. But anyway, so all of that started. People told me, no, don't go live on YouTube. Nobody joins on YouTube. Well, they're wrong. People do go and join lives on YouTube. So everybody that continues to support this channel and me and all the fun things that we get to do together, I thank you. I want everybody to have a wonderful weekend. If you don't know, I do this starting at 6 a.m. Central Standard Time, weekdays, Monday through Friday. Join when you can. Pop in. We do a lot of different things. I've been doing a few giveaways. We did trivia today, and this thing just, I mean, I just saw it and I thought, oh man, we ought to do that. I had never done this before for trivia, but yeah, we did today and it was fun. I hope everybody had a good time. It's 7:36 on Friday, February the 27th, and it is my granddaughter's 18th birthday. So today I have several tasks to complete. I've got to go get her birthday cake. We're going to take her to dinner tonight. And if, I don't know, I can't remember, my 18th birthday, being that big a deal, but for both of my granddaughters, their 18th birthday is a big deal. That's when you become legally an adult, I guess you might say, even though I still see them as kids and they got a lot of growing, but proud of them. They're both working full-time jobs and going to school. Caitlin, who's turning 18 today, is she's going to be a nurse, and so she's working and studying on that. Anyway, everybody have a great day, a great weekend, and we'll meet back here Monday. Thank you for all your support. Y'all have a great day. Gotta go. Have a good one.